Hello everybody, and welcome to the stream. Um, First of all, sorry about that I haven't been on it for a while. I just, yeah, came down with a mysterious injury of spraining my back muscle. Literally from just sleeping. Literally, the doctor was like, okay. But, welcome. This is Farming Simulator 17. Now, this is the series I'm just going to be bringing up on the run-up for Farming Simulator 19, which is coming out 20th of November, and I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be one to watch out for. So this one, I'm just going to be playing through. I do have a goal for this, I'll tell you more about it as we play through. Now, I am using my steering wheel. It's just here. I'm using a full-on steering wheel to play this with. In fact, I want to drop the camera a little bit more. 1 second. Just so you can see it in action. Can't drop that anymore. Let's try that. Now you can't see me. Oh, this is going great. Try that. It's about the same. It was. It goes. Oh, it's a little bit lower. I'm trying to tweak it one more time. Yeah, this is a lot of faffing. Right, I just need a tiny bit. Let's try that. That seems a bit better. Yeah, you can see most of the wheel now. Well, half the wheel anyway. See more of the wheel. So, I am using my steering wheel setup. What was this one? I can't even remember the name of it. I've had it a while. It's a Thrustmaster though. It's got force feedback. It's a very good wheel. I do enjoy using this. Especially with me when I do, me Drive Club VR. Yeah. Not any good at it, but it's good fun. Right, so, the way the controls work on this, if anybody's interested, is steering wheel allows you to drive your tractors and everything like that. But to move my character, I do have to use my pad. So every now and then you'll see me hands off the wheel to do all that sort of stuff. Okay, maybe a nice gold pad with me external battery pack. But that for a while, that's pretty good. Just charges up on the go, really good. Quite cheap as well. So, get into this. Oh yeah, let me get this. Let me just get this set up. Well, I haven't actually logged my controller in. There we go. Right. Now I've got me. Now I've got me actual steering wheel working. So we have mods on this, by the way. It does support mods this game. A few new maps. Some of these you might know if you are a farming fan. Welker Farms is a YouTube channel. If you've been watching some of other channels, Lone Oak Farm, that's a very big map. But I may go on to that another time. Today I'm just going to go on the basic. Look, it's my first game there. Well, we're going to this one. I will change the name of it so we know. We'll go into normal mode, and I will be going into Goldcrest Valley. Just the generic. Right. Always preferred red with the blue, because blue on blue I feel is a bit too much. I'll go dirty quicker. That just looks like he's already got it dirty, so I'm gonna go red. It seems like a typical generic farmer's attire. Right, these are me DLCs that I've ended up getting. These were all free as well. So yeah, go and check this out. Let's get this started. Okay, so when I first get into this, I'm going to go through the settings with you and show you what settings I like to use and how I like to play the game. And I will be doing it via work through the day, sign out through the night, but I can't exactly skip because it's a live stream. So the way I'm going to have to do this is I'm just going to have to speed up the time and I'll do a bit of walking about or something like that, or do something in between the time while I wait for 7 o'clock the next morning. It'll be a 7 till, I'll say 7 till 7 time scale on this 12-hour day. Which that won't seem like nothing, that won't take long. I am looking at, what's the time now? Hour and a half's worth of stream, so we'll get a bit done. Let's get into it. Okay, welcome to Farming Simulator. Would you like to start a short guided tour? Not really, I could talk you through this as we do this. It'll just slow things down. Right, so first things first, let's go into the options and sort out my settings. Right, there's your map, by the way. It looks quite complicated at the start, but it's not too bad. You get to know it. Prices of what they're selling per 1,000 litres. This is how much your vehicles are going to be charging you at the moment, and I do look to be cutting that down. At the moment, I'm paying for the look. It worked out, if I remember rightly, that I've seen about £4,000, £4,000, shall I say. I will be going through pounds, even though it's an American map. I will be going in my own currency. Here we go. Loans. I could borrow some money and then repay it. I try not to, but if I have to, I will. Yeah, at the moment, my balance is 20,000, and I think like part of that is loaned. I think the 20,000 is loaned to me. I'm not sure. The animal section, what they eat, how much they're producing, basically basic stats, and we're into my settings. So I'll have the help window on, help icons in the game, keep those off. Yep, I'm not colorblind, so I won't use that. In pounds and in miles. There's only a few. I'm going to keep the radio off. So I'm not sure if the tracks are actually real tracks, like famous tracks that I could have a copyright on. So radio off. That don't matter about anything. Reset vehicle camera on. Camera sensitivity. Yeah, that's fine. Switch to trains. Yeah, that's fine. Because I'll be trying to walk to everything anyway. So that's that one there. Wrong way. Right. Let's call this Living the Life or something like that. Yeah. I'll use this, I'm quicker. There we go, Living the Life. Timescale times 5. Times 1 is literally, real time is real time, so it's going to take 24 hours to go through a day, so I'm going to times that by 5. But when it comes to night time, I'll be jumping to 120 just to speed it up to get through to the next day so we're not hanging about. Traffic on dirt, normal. That basically means how dirty your vehicle becomes. I'll just keep that to normal. Automatic engine start off. Stop and go braking off. I believe that's... So what that basically means, keep the brake button held to brake and automatically start reversing once you've come to a standstill. So basically if I had that on and I held my brake when I've stopped, it'll just start reversing automatically for me. So I don't want that. Fuel usage. Oh, wrong way. I'm going to go by default. Don't want helpers for fuel, I don't want them for seed, I don't want no helpers for this. I will have helpers with doing the work. I'll have staff, but I won't have them helping me restock the stuff. Plant growth. Normal. I don't see the point in having plant growth off. You want plant growth to make money. So we'll have that normal. We're going sort of as realistic as possible, but I'm going to take that withering off. I don't want my plants to die while I'm busy doing something else. Periodic ploughing required. Yeah, I'll keep that going until I think, okay, enough's enough. Fertilizer states, I'll keep that at 3. So that's, and then it's just a little bit of information about how to do things, basically. You've got farming basics, how to tend your animals. Yeah, so this is your help page, and it's back to the map. So, and in this map, I could growth, so see how how crops are doing, if it needs ploughing and if it's fertilized. Pardon me, I'm back to the fruit types. I can change filters of what vehicles I want to see and everything, but I ain't going to get too deep into that. So let's save this. Right, there we go. And come out. So I'm going to take a walk to me tractors. I've got this. This thing here is very fast, and I cannot handle this whatsoever. I spin out. I guess I'm going too fast for it, basically. Okay, so well, first of all, because it takes the longest, I'm going to get sowing first, because it needs time to grow. But over to this field, it usually takes you to the harvester first, to get you to start growing, to get it cut and everything like that, but no, I'm going to start sowing first. So this is my case 1455. Yeah, it's alright, does the job, but I will be upgrading all my tractors. I've got a few. In fact, before I carry on, I'm going to show you what I've got. So I've got 2 cases, the lizard pickup, I have 2 trains, I have the Case IH 1660 axial flow combine harvester, I have a New Holland 8340, that's pulling me cultivator, and back to this one which is pulling me sower. Now, there's already grain in this as well, so I'm thinking my first batch, let's see what prices are going quickly, what's offering the best. Right, so wheat, no, that's really poor for what it's offering. Same as what? Okay, I'm not exactly. I'll find out what fruit type that is. Canola, what are they offering? 1439 is the best there. For sunflower, 1708. Now, a couple of these I will need different headers for. I think sunflowers I will need a new header. I don't want that just yet. I don't want to be. I think I'm going to go for canola, because I know I can use the header that I already have with harvesting. So, yeah, canola. So, let's go and put this on my lap. First of all, get in the vehicle, start the engine. Don't need to turn no lights on just yet. Let's have a look around, make sure I'm in position. Yep, for picking that up, and attach that. Now, I could do this myself, but my lines are just no good. I cannot keep to the line. So I'm going to first of all show you. I'll show you what I'm like. That's the whole point of this. So first things first, I want to change seed, select seed. So it's on wheat automatically. I want it on canola, that one there. 700 litres of the stuff, plus 500 litres of fertiliser in there. Right, so let's lower the sower, turn the sower on, there we go. And we start going. Gives you a basic speed. Steering wheel's quite good, it's quite steady. So look, see how this is going. But it's planting everything so far. This one's the easy one. This one's quite easy to. Oh, I'm veering off now. And a bit over to the side. So I'm going to do a couple of lines on this, and then I'll leave it to a worker just so that I can get my harvesting set up. Like I said, there is a goal to this. There's one thing I've found. There's one thing I've found with this. If you're going to be playing this game, well, that's probably not a wise idea of coming off my road like that. A bit fast. Bring the solar back. Lower it. Yeah, if you're going to be playing this game, you need to have a goal in mind. Now this is going to be a bit skew-if, so I'm going to follow this line here. I may be overlapping, but that's fine. But my goal in this, and it's a pretty big goal. It's going to take a while because at the start of this, you will be getting it's going to take its time. It's slow at the start. You only own 3 fields on this. And you're waiting for one to grow and everything like that. There are missions on this that you can do, but I mean, that does build your money up quite rapidly. But my goal on this, my goal in life, is to literally own, shall I say open, every field, and each field is to have its own equipment to what I want to grow on that. I will have each field for its own type of plant. But, that is my goal on this. Right, so if I keep my wheel on the line, what looks like the line anyway. Let me just look behind me quickly. Make sure it does seem. That's the problem with seeding. You can't really tell. It's a very hard one to see. Fertilizing, it goes dark. You can see it. So I'm gonna make this my last line, and then I'm gonna move on to something else, to the harvesting, I suppose. So I'll leave him with that. Alright, let's get out of his way and let's just check out my handiwork. Wow, yeah, terrible. That is terrible. You can see where I've been and where I haven't. So I'm gonna have this nasty line here. Sowing, look, definitely sowing I am not any good at. Cause I just can't keep to the line, especially because you can't see it. So well, not clearly. I thought I was online there on that last ride, but obviously not. So that's not going to look very good. Right. So this is me combine harvester. Me combine. Yeah, bit of a beast. There are bigger. Right, I'm going to get into this. First of all, get inside. Turn the engine on. Attach. I need to make sure that it's unfolded. unfold harvester, turn on harvester. I want to disable the swaths for now, until I've got myself a baler. I mean, they're cheap enough. Well, they're not really, but yeah, okay. I believe that's it. So just make sure. Yeah. So let's get back into the cab. That should start cutting. There we go. All I need to do is keep to this line. This one's going to be a bit easier for me to follow because you can see. And if I just looked behind me, you could see inside the engine, but inside the bay where it all collects. And yes, this is the highest speed, 6 miles an hour. Very fast. So once again, we'll do a couple lines on this one, and then I'm going to how do I lift it again? Okay, I suppose I don't need to. Yeah. Do I have to press triangle first? Lift header. There we go. There we go. That's what I was after. Tight turning circle. Right. So lower the header again. Let's go. The lines ain't all that great, but it'll do. I'll probably go up. There, look, so I'm missing bits here. In fact, let's make sure I get them. See this line here? Look what I missed here. That was terrible. So, let's go over this, make sure I catch what I've missed there. Just trying to keep to this line. Just trying to keep to any line. It's not that easy. I've seen people do it. I'm like, that's impressive. How do you do this? How do you keep to that line? Like, that's poor. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to basically go back over this spot that I've missed chunks on. Alright. So there's that. Look at this. Terrible. I'm going to see if I've missed any more further up here. And then, yeah, look, right in the corner, right at the start of this line. Right, so what I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to hire the worker. No, he hasn't. Okay, maybe I'll lower the header. Change that. Turn on harvester. Catch this piece here. But change up here. Right, let's get him in line. Hello there. And how are you? Right, let's get him. Oh, there we go. Oh, he has not completed, he hasn't even started. Right, let's get him in position. Proper position. Let's put him about halfway. Fantastic. Well, I hope you're enjoying the content so far. As you can tell, using steering wheel, well, farming, I'm not a farmer. I'm not playing multiplayer. No, this is going solo. I'm basically just doing this to so then when it's from like Farming Simulator 19 basically. This is just the run up to what's going to be a new series on my channel. 20th of November, I will be coming out with 19. I'm going to play about on solo on that for a while, for a little bit, and then when I've got the hang of it and what new bits they've got, I will be jumping onto multiplayer. But you can play this as a multiplayer if you wish. Right, so while he's doing that, I'm going to do the final task that they set me up. And that is... not today, because I'm not going to be on this too long. I'm only going to be on this for an hour or so, and then that's going to be the end of the stream. In about 2 days' time, at this time, I will be looking at doing an epic stream, and if you want, I can make a multiplayer server for this. And yeah, anybody can join that. I don't feel it's going to be worth doing a multiplayer game today, as I'm not going to be on as long. You know what I mean? How's he doing? Is he still going? Where is he? He hasn't finished his seed already, has he? But yeah, I'd love to do some multiplayer on this, and we can get a proper industry going. He seriously run out of. Hang on a second. I know why. Start the engine, yeah. I know why. Because he was just catching the bits that I missed. My poor work. So let's just... I'm not going to be in the cab for this, because I just want to line this up nicely. I just want to get this... can do in a couple of days' time. So I'm just gonna introducing this to my channel today, to be honest. But I would, yeah, in 2 days' time. Wow. Is that wow? 1 second, let me get into position here. This is terrible driving. Right, there we go. Let's start him up. Right. That was poor. Ah, right. Where'd you get the cheat from? I'm not saying that I'm going to cheat, it's just that, cause I used to cheat a lot on my games. I like to play games for the game now, but just interested. Just intrigued. Okay. I'll have to have a look at that. I mean, I want to get the trophies as well for this. As well, so, and I know that when you do cheats, they block trophies. That's why I've sort of stopped cheating on this. Well, I'll have a look at that later, when I log out. But thank you for the heads up, and yeah, I'll have a go on your server and join you, or unless you want to join me and help me, I don't mind. Right, start the engine. Right. Oop, well, didn't touch it. There we go, right. So let's lower it, get into the vehicle, Let's try and follow. Let's see how this line works. Am I actually lifting? Yes. The steering wheel's very sensitive. So I just need to run my outside wheel on the actual edge. And being a cultivating, it's easy to see. No, not today, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. Seems like a good line. Let's just follow this. Am I leaving stuff? Nope. That seems to be okay. Well, I've got that to deal with. There we go. That's a fleet. That's what I call a fleet. Oh, missed a bit. Oh, lift the header. Or lift the cultivator. Right, one more line and then I'm going to be getting another worker onto this. That looks about right. In fact, no, you know what? I'm going to bring it out a little bit more. Probably about there for this one, just so that I can get this straight. So I've got that little lump halfway through. Let's put this wheel here. Pretty sure I've got that lump somewhere here. Yeah, out there. It won't be today, I'm afraid. I'm just in the mood. I just want to do a bit of solo for now. I will join you though in a couple. Give me 2 days, and I will join you. I want to just get this one a bit further on. If you know what I mean. Let's get in line. Reverse up a little bit, and let's go and start up. Hire a worker. There we go. Oh, I'm blocking him off. So, here we go. I would say that wasn't too bad for cultivating, to be honest. Yeah. That was, I kept that line quite straight. Impressed. Right, so while I'm waiting for this to all do, and let them to, oh, I need to fill my, I need to empty my cultivator, my harvester up. So let's go and get my trailer. Now this thing here, yeah, I ain't reversing the thing ever. I cannot reverse it. I am pathetic at reversing these things, the dolly trolleys. So I will be only go. This won't be coming back here. There's a certain parking space I'll put this trailer. Let's get that going, and let's go. Let's go and empty out harvester. Oh wow. It might help if I actually attach the thing. The only annoying thing about this is having to have one hand on the controller. That's not exactly straight, is it? There we go, let's attach that. And let's get back to my harvester, because he's costing me money, I believe, while sat there. Right. Try this again, shall we? Let's get that thing emptied out. What I need to do is I need to keep an eye on the top right hand side of the screen there so it can tell me when they're finished and when they're empty and everything like that, just so I can get back onto the case. There it goes. There's a lot of seed. There's a lot of grain, shall I say. Seed. There we go. Then empty this. About here, I believe. If you are interested in seeing, let's zoom this back out a bit. There we go. And if you want to see this in action, I can do that for you. Oh, wrong one. Unload. There we go. All unloading into me silos. Now all my silos like that I've already got. They already give me contents. In this I can sell it, but I'm not going to just yet. I am now going to find some work. I'm going to get into my uncontrollable vehicle and I'm going to get some work. So let's go and put my trailer away. So yeah, like I said, I do plan on owning every bit of land, all the plots, and all of them having their own attach that, and all of them having their own bits of equipment basically. There we go, it's parked up nicely. Right, let's go and park this away. And then get into my little mini truck, me pick up, and go to find a field. What I might do is I might start off with field 1 actually, do the work there for them, because the more work I do, the cheaper that field becomes. Right, so let's turn that off, jump out. Yeah, parked a bit too far forwards, but it's alright, it'll do for now. But let's get into me pick up. I need to, once he's finished sowing, in fact I'm going to check on him first, but once he's finished sowing I need to fertilise, and so I need to look at getting some form of fertilisation tank, so then I can feed the fields, feed the land. just so that I get a better yield, I need to put 3 states on there. This one here, it's doing its first state as he's planting, he's fertilizing. When I see when I come and start seeing them sprout, I'm going to give it the second state, and then a little bit further on, I will give it its third state of fertilization, and then I can get as much money as I can, as much crop. More crop means more money. So let's get into this beast here. Yeah, this is going to be fun. I'll go too fast. I'm a bit of a lunatic in this thing. It goes pretty fast. So let's get into here, and let's make my way to field 1. Now I know where field 1 is, but I'll show you on the map. Field 1 is on the top left there. Currently it's got what looks like wheat growing on there. So I'm going to make my way to there, and I'm going to see what he's got, see what work they have, to earn a bit of decent money. Right, let's get to the edge of the road, make sure nobody's coming. This is usually quite a quiet road. I can't see much, but let's go. Ooh, a bit off there. Oh well. Right, and I'm a bit all over the gaff. I need to keep the speed down, because I will spin out. But you know what, just for fun, I'm going to show you when it comes to turning at high speed with this thing. Let's go. High speed. And I'll show you exactly what it's like. So I'm getting to the point of where I'm going to crash, maybe. Ooh, not bad, not bad. I'm keeping it at the minute. It won't last. If it lasts and I manage to keep hold of this, I'll be well shocked, because I ain't been able to do it once. I'm a bit all over the place, so I'm breaking many laws. I'm so glad this is just a simulation game and it's not in real life, because I'd have lost my license by now. There's field 1 coming up. Oh, I've actually gone past the entrance. That's how. Well, I can use this entrance here. I'm really surprised I managed to keep that. It's these turns, the right hand side ones, that I have to. I ain't gonna drive across the land. We'll actually go the right way around. See if I can ramp. Way. There he is. Let's park this out the way properly, because I don't want my vehicle in the way. So let's come up here. Oh, look at this area. And let's turn around. What is this? I've never been up here, to be honest. Oh, have a look. This is probably somebody else's land, and I've left the engine running. What's in there? Oh, a gold nugget. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, look. Pick them up. Oh, dropped them. You can throw objects. I should have turned the engine off. I'm wasting fuel there. Right. Okay. And what's over here? It looks like, yeah, there is something else here. Let's have a look. I'm just being nosy. I've never actually looked up here. It looks like someone's picnic area. Right. Oh, let's just let's turn the engine off. Save fuel, because it is expensive. I think UK prices are bad. And I was walking tables. So you think UK prices are bad? You wait until you see this. Just throw it. Okay, can I open this? I know what it is. It's a toilet. Yeah. Lovely. Barbecue. Right, so let's first of all turn on the engine. Let's just come around here first. Not too fast. Don't want to crash the thing. Like that. I've gone the wrong way around about this. So, let's go and get some work. Yeah, I'll just pile over everything. This is way too powerful, this vehicle. Right. Actually, I don't want to be up here, I want to be further down, don't I? Right. There we go, let's park here. Let's walk to this, see what they're offering for work. L3. Which I don't have on my phone. Right. Fertilizing, 5,000, gives me 14 minutes. That's manure, you know that what my old man... Let's start this again, right. Manure, you know what my old man told me about it. When you're up to your neck in it, it's best to spread it around. Well, anyhow, that's what's on my mind today. Probably because I've got a whole tank of slurry just sitting in the field, waiting to be spread. If you want the job, it's yours. Pays £5,649, and that's no joke. For 15 minutes worth of work. Well, it's not actually 15 minutes worth of work. It's going to be less than that. That's the. Now the price of the field is 417,150. Yeah. I need to do some missions to get this. Yeah. Right. So let's go and. Now I'm not going to. I'm not going to be in the cab when doing this because I want to get the lines. A bit too close, a bit too far. There we go. See, and you can't hire workers for this. So, first things first, unfold. It's going to be quite a big one as well. How much this folds out. The thing's shaking me about while it's unfolding. Alright, so that's that. Let's bring this back a bit so I can see exactly where I'm going, where I'm catching. Ooh, a bit too high up. Right, here we go. And let's turn it on. I need to straighten my camera out. See what I mean by you can see where it's darker. I'm not even driving straight. That's gonna be a bit of a but with such a big implement, it shouldn't actually take me long to do, to be honest. Need to spin round. Now I can keep it to a line. So even the lines aren't even the lines here. Not very visible unless I'm outside looking above. And I'll go a bit over. You can see the lines though, but it's just not very clear. Well, this is going to be fun turning here. If I've missed bits, I've missed bits. I can always come back. I've only done a quarter of the work. So far, just over a quarter. I'm sipping me coffee. I'll have coffee while I work. Try and get this lined up here. See, some of them aren't fussy with catching every spot. I'm way all over the gaff now. Wow. Becoming terrible driving, you know. Oh, there we go, that seems about straight. Just want to get as much of this field covered as quick as possible to get the most money, because you do get a bonus for timekeeping, basically. Some of them are very nice offers for bonus timing, but I'll have to turn again in a second. Do a sharp turn and see what happens there. Do that. Do that. That seems a bit better. Do a bit. Well, actually, no, it's lined up quite well. But I am actually going a bit off here. I'm going way off. I must have started up wonky. So about 2/3 of the way done now. 8 minutes to go. Be nice to see how many workers are doing as well. Bring that round. Bring that round sharply as what I can. Voila. So yeah, nearly done. Whether he's fussy about how much I've covered, that's another matter. Look, it's his field. Though I'm doing his work. He's my boss at the minute. For this contract anyway. Well, for a few contracts. 7 minutes to go. It seems possible. I know I've missed some spots at the start when I first started my lines, but might have to go just around some edges quickly. We'll see. Oh, I've just missed a patch there. Let's see, is he going to be a fussy one? I won't know until the end, until I do this final line here. Be interested to see. I need to come back a bit more to the left because I seem to have developed a bump with this work. This is what I need practice on, is me lining. It's not that great. I have only just had this game for a couple of weeks, so it's still practicing. Let's spin this round to here. So the corners I need to catch again because I'm not. Well, that corner anyway. Right, let's use this thing on my right hand side, the edge on my right, as my line. That's what I'll do. Let me just bring this out a bit more. So then the end, there we go. No, it wasn't actually that fussy. So I got me 5,649 for doing the work and time bonus because he didn't give us much time. It wouldn't have been as much as if I had half hour. But I've earned what, seven grand just over for that, for 10 minutes work. So and now this should, I don't know if it's, will he have something straight away for me or there's no missions available yet. So it's now dropped by about 9,000. Ain't bad. So I'll do it a few more times, and once that bar underneath his head fills up, I should then, it should be a lot cheaper. So let's go and see how my workforce is doing. A little bit bumpy there. Nearly lost control. Okay. Left. I think there's a way through this way. Let's have a look. I think I can get through here. If not, I'll turn around. Is there a bumpy route? No. Poor start. Look back round. Now, I know really I shouldn't be driving with one hand, but I have to because I'm always using my controller for seeing. Helper D has completed their task. Fantastic. I can't remember what Helper D did. So when I get back, let's see. I think that might have been me harvesting. I hope it wasn't me sowing because. Well, no. I hope my sower finishes. If I remember last time when I did sowing, he did stop halfway through on the other solo play, on the non-streaming one. And halfway through the field it said he'd emptied his tank, but I mean I've done this level a couple of times, I've restarted a few times just to work out how I want to start the game, and it's the only time that it did die on, the seed did run out on me halfway through, so I was a bit confused by that. Well, I'm hovering between 40 and 41 miles an hour, so yeah, 41. It's not too bad. I can control this. That's not good driving. Stopping. And on the wrong side of the road. and park up. Not bad parking, if I do say so myself. Kept within the lines. Fairly central. Not bad. Right, helper D, let's have a look. Right, he stopped again. That's what I mean. Has he run out of... He might have run out of fertilizer, to be honest. Everybody's stopped working. Looks like everybody's finished. Right, let's go and see what this fella's up to. See what's wrong with him. Why he stopped. Fertilizer. No, seed. Wow, this happened last time. Right, let's go and get some seed. Then, no, I'm not going to drive over the crops that I've just done. I'm going to go round them. I'm going to get my seed and then I'll start from the other end and work my way through that. Just so then he doesn't, oh, I'm just going the wrong way though. So I can come past this harvester. I need to go to my filling station, which is just over here on the right. Just there. So let's turn round. What way would help? I didn't want that to be different, but screw it. Refill. Was it L1? L3? I think it's L3. Which that is... No, that's for braking. I'll choose my controller. Refill sour. Why aren't you refilling? Because I'm at the wrong station. That one there. I'm filled up with that one. Let's try this again. I want this one. Get that refilled. I need a bigger solar. If it's running out on me halfway through, I need it bigger. Alright, close cover. Let's get back to it. Let's get him back there and start and work again. Let's go round the field because I can't have him driving over. Let me see. That's a chance. So I'm going to start him here. Oh, I'm well off there. Right. And get him started. There we go, so he should now be following that line and he should finish this. Hopefully he doesn't. Right, so now that he's back to work, let's go and check all this out. Now I'm going to have to empty my harvester, which is over there, and move my cultivator, which is over there, and start cultivating this. So let's go and actually I need the tractor, which is all the way over here. Now I can just skip to each vehicle and everything and make it easier for you to make it a bit quicker for me to get to places, but I don't want that. And I've got a feeling I'm not even going to do a day on this today. It's only reached 11 o'clock and I've already been on this for about an hour. So, we'll see. Right, let's get in. Let's get in properly. Right, turn you on. And let's go and get the trailer. Now, when I'm cultivating this field, I'm not going to be doing any work on the thing. But I do need to look at getting a plough of some sort, because my fields do need ploughing before I do any more work. So I'm gonna once I've done what I've got to do here, I'm gonna look in the shop and see how much basic plough is. Right, let's go and empty this harvester. This side here. Before I crash myself. Now I am going to have to jump in the harvester as well. I will leave you running. And let's pipe out. Let's change tool first. Pipe out. Let's see how far, see where it reaches, if it reaches, or if I'm going to have to rearrange. No, good aiming. Right. So what I'll do is I'll put, as I'm in it, that one will do while that's emptying. Try and turn this one off. Saves fuel. That's it. These should be turned off. Oh, wrong one. Stop engine. There we go. Let's jump you out of view. You're still emptying. You've just finished. Right. Pipe in. Let's go and put you away. Turn your beacons off as well. You don't need beacons. Right, first of all, start engine. With beacon lights, there it is. Turn those off, don't need those. Let's get in. Nice bit of room in here, to be honest. Enough space. Or somewhere for someone else to sit as well. Right, so let's go and put this thing away. Right. These vehicles, I have places for them. So it's a certain way that I put them as well. You can really tell the difference with the steering. You actually feel it in the steering wheel, the difference of the steering, I believe. I reckon anyway. That's my personal opinion. It's going to be tough. It's supposed to squeeze in, but wow. Bring you back a bit. So you're underneath. There we go. Turn the engine off. Jump out. Have a look. Make sure you're in. Yeah, you're in. Right. Now let's go to the other one. In fact, I'm going to bring the cultivator over first. Get that closer by. So I'm not doing, well, either way I'm making a long run up, aren't I? Let's get this grain away, and then I'll go and get my cultivator from over there, and he can start on this field. Right, let's get in. Let's go and put this grain away. Yeah, so 20th of November, I'm thoroughly looking forward to, as that is the day of 2019's edition of this, well, 2018, as it's in 2018, but it's known as 19. So we are, yep. So, yeah. So, yeah, Farming Simulator 19, I am looking forward to that. I've looked at the videos from other people and what their gameplay trailers are like and everything, and the graphics on it look so much better. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move this trailer over, park this trailer up, and then yeah, the dynamics that they've thrown into this, you've got close to real life dynamics for the sky, and you've got it as well for the ground, and yeah, it looks amazing. Some new crops as well, cotton, and oats as well, because they are throwing in horses into the mix. So yeah, this is going to be we want to look out for. So you go here. Turn you off. Now let's go for a quick sprint over to the far field over there, which he will be parked right up the other end, which will be typical. And grab me cultivator so he can start working on this field and getting all this stubble off and what I've missed there. So and once I've done that, we should start seeing that growing soon. So I'm going to have to look at fertilization, some fertilization tanks, and so I can throw in my second state on that field over there. I'll just walk over this, just so that I can get a bit more yield out of that field. Right. So let's go and get this one going. Yes. It'll be New Holland over to the. I'll call it first field because it's nearest to the actual yard. Now what I want to do, I want to actually start up this end as well, just so then when he finishes he's closer to the parking area. Right, let's come outside just so I can see. Yeah, that was good. Right, let's try that again. There we go. Bring him closer. That should do. Let's see if he gets it. If he reaches the edges. Not quite. A little bit closer, but it's not too bad. He's hitting the stubble. I'm happy with that. That's partly my fault anyway. Parking there. But here we go. So while he's working on that, while he's working on that, yes, I need to look for a plough and fertilisation. Now I've only got 25,000, and that's being chewed up by workers at the minute. Let's see what we've got. So this is the store. As you can see, there is a lot of subcategories. Tractors, front loaders, trucks, forestry equipment, slurry tanks, manure spreaders, ploughs, which is what we're going to be going into, sprayers. That's another thing I'm going to be looking into, because what that does is that just collects the stuff that you've harvested. So if I had one of those, I could have collected it, taken it to silage, and no, not silage. Sorry, my mistake. No, it's not a silage material. Silage tank. That's basically a trailer, but it's permanently attached. It's attached to the harvester already. Chainsaws, forestry, animal care. It's got a little bit. So what I will be doing is at some point I will be adding more stuff here. I mean, I could get the Karcher pressure washer, but I don't really feel that I need to wash my vehicles just yet. There's more important stuff for me to get. So I am going to first of all look at ploughs. That's another thing. I will not be what's they call it? Renting it. I will not be renting any items. I am purely going to be buying stuff. So that's 15,000. That's 13,000. Wouldn't mind having the big beast there, or even that one, but it's a bit too expensive for me. I've got materials I could sell. It just means a lot of backwards and forwards on this episode. I don't fancy that. I could do that tomorrow, backwards and forwards, and selling everything I've got. Selling all the crops I've got anyway in my silos. But 15,000 for that one. My tractors will pull that 120 horsepower. It's small. It is small, but it could do the job. And what else was it that I said? Fertilization sprayers. So okay, so I have the money for that. I don't have the money for that one, but that one there is just an extension tank. This one here is what sprays it, and I won't have enough. I've got that diddy thing here. It'll do something. 700 litres. I've got that one. I could get that, but then I'm going to need a weight as well, so that's 11,300 weights. Let's have a look, because I believe that is going to tip it. Let's have a look. Wait, where are you? Next page, a little bit further up. I swear I saw it not long ago. There we go, weights. Okay, 250, yeah, 556. Don't want to go too heavy on the front. Would be nice. Yeah, right. What I'm going to do, so, I need a decent weight. That one should do. What's going to be pulling it? Let me just double check something. Now I'm going to be... What's pulling that? That's me New Holland, isn't it? Wouldn't mind having matching colours for everything. That one has front loader ability on there. What about these two? Alright, help. He's finished seeding. Let's have a look at these. Do these have front loaders? I don't think these ones do. So he looks like he's holding a weight already. Don't think he is. Let's go and pull my seeder away. Anyway, get him put away as he's now finished. And I will need to. My crop isn't growing just yet, but I will need to fertilise this again because none of my fields are fertilised. Well, apart from that one which has its first initial fertilisation with sowing. What end did you? Whereabouts have you finished? Oh, sweet, you're here. But yes, it will need some more fertilisation. So missed that line there. That's fine. Little line ain't gonna help. Ain't gonna hurt. So let's get you turned on. Get inside. And let's go. That was not me. With that sign. Let's go and put the implement away actually first. I know I'm miles away. I'm so far from this. Right, so in fact this one can go over here in this corner. I can go there. Right, now that's going to put my tractor away. So this road is usually quite dead. Oop, whoops. Same steer bell with me left. Which is really weird as I'm right-handed. Still, anywho, right. Are you flashing at me? No. Right, so there's no beacons on. Okay. Turn you off. Jump out. Right, so you're still cultivating. You're about halfway through. Okay, might go and see if field 1 has any work for me yet. I don't think he will. Just because it's only been like in the game time of the equivalent of an hour. So I don't think field 1's going to have any more work just yet. Might be coming back to that tomorrow. But we'll see. Let's go and get him a pick up and see if it has anything to offer. Right. So we've got 6.5 hours left of the day. Let's see what it's got for us. direct's good. Right, so there's nothing coming. Well, see. Well, hang on, one sec. I need to get my camera right. Just taking out a post. But this is one game I believe, especially with the steering wheel, it would be so much easier in VR because then I could have both hands on the wheel, and I could be looking in directions without having to try and amend my camera. Come on. Yeah. I know that's bad. Where's the limit on this road actually? I haven't even looked. Sorry, he was just taking too long. So, yeah, let's go and see if he's got any more work for me. I don't want to do any more work for any other fields until I've got field 1. But, once I've got a couple of fields, a couple more fields under my belt, I've missed the turning again, things can start speeding up a bit. I can start buying bigger equipment and start making bigger money. And that would be... Whee! There we go. That's the equivalent of this. It's so easy to spin out this car. All I have to do is just turn right way, or turn any direction, and it starts to spin. So this is a bit of fun, this vehicle. Ramp time. Actually, what I want to do, I want to have a look at that from outside. Oh wow, some air. Some air on Farming Simulator. Fantastic. Right. Here we go. Let's go and see if he's got any work for us. Oh yes, he has. Wow. How long? 71 minutes. You know how I started when I was little? My pappy told me it was time to start pitching in, so the next day I got behind that mule and in the morning I ploughed. Now look at this place. Well, if you're looking for a job, I've got a field that needs to be turned over before the next sowing. No mule for you, but I've got a tractor and a plough, and there's £28,469 in it, plus any other money as a bonus time. Do I want to take it yet? I mean, I'm only on here for like another 15 minutes. I ain't gonna have enough time for this. Not yet. I'm not gonna do it yet. This will be something for tomorrow when I come back. This will be the first job of the day tomorrow night. Yeah, not yet. I would like to do this. That's a lovely sum, and the bonus on top as well. He's not too meticulous about how good the job is done. You don't have to be 100%. You just have to finish it when the clock tells you. And yes, and that could take a lovely big chunk off of that as well. So I am not doing that today. Hopefully that doesn't change. If it changes to something else that then is better, like he wants us to. No, because this needs to be sown still. Right, I'll come back. I'll come back to that one. Let's go and oh, let's go back and let's make my way home. I'm going to call it a day on this. So, like I said, it's very slow to start with, this game. Very slow to start. It takes a while for your first field to grow. So you're finding things to do in between. Which turn is it? Not this one, next one. So yeah, while you're waiting, it's a lot of waiting at the start, and that's I suppose that's the tedious part. But yeah. It looks like my helper doing the cultivating is finished as well. Oh, that's a bit poor. Oh well. Right, let's... Right, he's still going. Okay. How much more has he got? He's on the last strip, or one more? I'd class that as the last strip. He'd probably have one more. What I might do is, once he's done this last strip, I will then quickly take it to that end, get that very edge that I ended up missing, that I ended up getting him to miss, do that, and then it's probably then going to be end of day. Yeah, so he's going to do this strip here. So we'll wait for him here, and there he comes. Wait for him here, get that edge across the back there done, put my implement away, and park up, and then that's going to be the end of my day. You are now finished, fantastic. Let's get into you. Let's get you out. And let's get you on back onto this corner. That one. What I have to do is get my nose to follow this line, and then I'll know that that's done. Right, so that's that done. Right, let's lift it. Let's go and put it away. Actually, I should have looked at it first. Made sure that I was right to the edge. Then have another look. Yeah, I think we've got that one right. Right to the edge. Should have been anyway. Approved to the edge. Yeah, that's right to the edge. Fantastic. Right, let's go and put the cultivator away. put it with me. Sedum. Next to it. That here will do nicely. Right. So fold it. Lower it. And attach it. There we go. Right, now let's go and put this away. This one I tend to like to put in this little spot here. Don't know why. I think just because it splits them two up. Right, let's go and turn this all off. Right, so there we have it. So you saw my vehicles. They need a good clean. Tractors are alright. I'm going to be upgrading once I've got the funds. At the moment I've only got 24,000. I don't really want to get a loan, but if I have to, I will. What else is there? In my silos, I've got plenty of crops. Wheat, I've got 17,000 litres of that. At the price right now, at the price of best one, £649 per thousand. I think what's going to help that boost more is the amount of grain I've got in that one. The one that I'm looking at is canola, which that's growing at the minute. I do still need to fertilise that, which I will do that tomorrow, because tomorrow I will be doing that job. Which is going to double my money basically and more. And I can get me fertilisation implements and me plough and everything like that and get those started. What else is there? Yeah, I think that's it. Other than, I hope you enjoyed this. It is great fun using the wheel. I love using this on this game. It's a shame that on the PlayStation you can't add any more controls. I've seen PC and I've seen people's setups like where they've got the steering wheel here, and instead of using the stick, they've got a flight. Instead of using the pad, they have a flight stick, because in here you can change the control settings. I can't seem to do that here. There's nothing here for control settings unless it's back at the start, but I didn't see that. So let's save first. Yeah. So tomorrow, with any luck, we will have some more harvesting to do. And once that's harvested, I can start cultivating that, and then I can start selling my grain. All of my grain in my silo. I will sell all that, make the money. Also, buying the implements I need, doing a couple more jobs because I want that first field as quick as possible. What I plan to plant there, I don't know. I will find out. I will have a think. Maybe what sells better at that? What seems to be selling high at the moment? Because that is right agribusiness, I believe. Let's just double check that. Yeah. So right agribusiness at the moment, my best, because I'm there, I might as well just sell the stuff there. Seems to be beans, soybeans. I think that's soybeans anyway. So, although it's better priced anywhere in other places, but at my best item in that is beans or peas. So, yeah, there's nothing really else here So I think that's going to be what I'm going to plant. I'll have a check tomorrow once we've. Well, I'll have a check when we get that field. I think that's going to be my best bet. See what's at that field. See what we get at that field and grow that particular item. But yeah, here we are. This was Farming Simulator 17, not 19. That's not yet. I will be looking at 19 very, very soon. Well, I'm aiming for first day. That I'm off work. I get paid just before. So yeah, Farming Simulator 19, 20th of November. Um, keep an eye out for that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I know I did. This is great fun, and there will be more of this. Like I said, my goal is for everything. I want it all, and then at the end, once I've got all that, and I've harvested off all of them, I'm then going to sell it all. Sell all my grain that I've got and new vehicles, and see how much money I've made. And then 19 should be around by then. But I'm babbling now. I'm tired. I need to go to bed. So work hard, play harder. Bye bye.